Hi, my name is Justin Urcioli and I'm standing here outside of CHML. We're about to go in to find out some information about sports injuries and sports in general from my cousin Anthony Urcioli, who is a sports radio broadcaster and does the locker room every Saturday. So Anthony, how did you get your job here at CHML?
I wanted my own show, so CHML was going to give me the opportunity to do that. And yeah, I've been here for a year, got my own show, and it's what I was going for, so far so good.
And what can you tell us about your show here at CHML?
It's called The Locker Room. It's on once a week right now. It's hasn't even been on for a year yet, so it's still in the early stages. But it's a sports show that's different from all the sports shows.
What's your view on sports injuries?
The NHL and NFL and all the leagues should be trying to curb those injuries as much as possible, but ultimately there is no way to prevent them totally. You know, women's hockey has higher concussion rates than men's hockey, and women aren't allowed to body check. So that goes to kind of tell you right there. And women wear full cages, and they're getting more concussions. So that goes to tell you that it's just part of sports. And I mean, unless you outlaw sports altogether, there's going to be concussions and there's going to be injuries.
How can sports injuries be prevented?
There's a lot of discussions going on about changing the equipment on NHL players, you know, taking away the hard plastic on the elbow pads and making it just more padded with like felt and you know, enough to protect you from falling and getting hit with a puck, because that's really all you would need for that kind of protection. The hard plastic seems kind of unnecessary, but everyone has it now. So when you're skating at high speeds and you get an elbow pad in the face, that's hard plastic driving you in the face.
Well, if you watch any of the Hockey Night in Canada, you see Don Cherry weekly talking about these elbow pads. And the pad I've got here, this is the old-timers traditional elbow pad, which didn't cause the injury. It protected the elbow, but didn't cause the injury to the player receiving it. Let me reach in front of you here. This is the pad that you see Don Cherry in the world knocking about, and it's a hard plastic shell. And when that gets hit into somebody's head, you might as well run into a brick wall.
That's all we have for Mohawk Sports today. We thank Anthony for giving us all this great information, and hopefully those who want to become a sports broadcaster can take that advice. Now back to the desk.